Live your life in peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, your man will promote peace. Live your life in and you will die in war. The battles on the scar, we see their plan from far. War, peace, you run order. True man, I go cross them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. War, peace, leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not about no maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, you hear my cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime too high. True man give praises to the most high. Now miss the water till the world don't try. System of against Rastafari. Tell you the truth, you know that bonafide. I'm on now, come tell no lie. Some are in farmer, some are in my side. Ask them how, when, where and why. Always to blame when the innocent die. When another mother start moan and cry. System designed, we go kill I and I. System designed, we go kill I and I. True man don't shine. Hey, watch this. You run harder. True man have a cross them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. Leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not about no maybe. Watch this. That's one more place that you want to see. Human promote it instantly. All the money make him the boss and say, stand up and down, it come from we. We are talk about the history and we are talk about we philosophy and we are talk about artillery, lyrical artillery. Live your life in peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, true man will promote peace. Live your life in war, and you will die in war. The battles on the star, we see their blood from far. You run order, true man have a cross them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. Leaders crazy, them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not about no maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, you hear my cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime too high. True man give praises to the most high. Now miss the water till the well run dry. System of against Rastafari. Tell you the truth, we know that bonafide. I'm on now, come tell no lie. Some are in farmer, some of them are spy. Ask them how, when, where and why. Always to blame when the innocent die. When another mother start moan and cry. System designed to go kill I and I. System designed to go kill I and I. True man don't shine. Hey, watch this. You run order. True man have a cross them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. Leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not about no maybe. Watch this. That's one more place that you want to see. True man promote it instantly. All the money make him the boss and say, stand up and down, it come from we. We are talking about the history and we are talking about with philosophy and we are talking about with artillery, lyrical artillery.
Achievement Motivation Academy. What wicked people do don't bother me.
Righteousness.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Righteousness.
Righteousness.
All right. Go. Ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, no go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, no go go short. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, if there is equal rights and justice, I'm fighting for it. I will not surrender, neither will I quit. Even if them toss me down in the bottomless pit, I'm gonna find me a way to climb out of it. Cause I ain't gonna sit and let you treat me like use me, abuse me, flush me in a toilet. That's why I write a song about it. Cause I just will not stand for it. Again, ready for river road. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, ready for river road. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Because the more you need, the more you learn. The harder you work is the more you earn. The more you earn, the more you keep. If you are strong, please help the weak. Unity we need to make the thing right. So we cannot get up every day, argue and fight. That will only prove to them that we can unite. And I'm not gonna give up the fight. That's why ready for river road. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, I'm ready for river road. Wicked man get executed. Won't use no knife, the gun, me now go shoot. Righteousness, me say they gotta fade away. They gotta fade away. They gotta fade away. Won't live to see another day. Gotta fade away. Wicked man gotta fade away. You're not gonna live to see another day. Not gonna see another day. What the one say? Well, the rich is getting richer every day. While the poor man suffer every day and slave. Now start work until him get in a grave. Like a caveman with a cup in a game. In a Babylon you gotta be bold and brave. Or forever you're gonna be a wicked man slave.
Yeah, man. Jarastafari. Tuma.
Yes, Jarastafari. Tuma. Smoking sense in you every day. Oh yeah. Hey, watch ya. Smoking peace every day. I smoke my sensimania through the storm, cause that's the only thing that will keep my calm. When time get cold, that's what keep my warm. That's why I'm gonna smoke it from dusk till dawn. Again, I smoke my sensimania through the storm, cause that's the only thing that can keep my calm. When time get cold, that's what keep my warm. That's why I'm gonna smoke it from dusk till dawn. Hey, it's hard to smoke when you roll it tight, so you have to roll it a little loose and smoke it in a pipe. But no matter how you smoke it, whether day or night, it has the ability to make your darkest day seem bright. I like to smoke each and every day. That's what we used to chase the vampire away. And no matter what the wicked people wanna say, I'm gonna pop it up and blaze it up each and every day. I smoke my sensimania through the storm. That's the only thing that will keep my calm. When time get cold, that's what keep my warm. That's why I'm gonna smoke it from dusk till dawn. Hey, I smoke my sensimania through the storm. That's the only thing that can keep my calm. When time get cold, it keep me warm. I'm gonna blaze it. Hey, the Rasta say, yo, me up it blaze it, me up it blaze it, me up it blaze it. No matter how them hate it, me up it blaze it, me up it blaze it, me up it blaze it. Because the most I created, me up it blaze it, me up it blaze it, me up it blaze it. No matter how the wicked fight it, up to blaze it, up to blaze it. So just all my light on it and make me light it. Yo, it from the station, the weed pipe a bun. Send from the weed and make Babylon run. That's what Josie Well say. That's what Careful Dan say. That's what Ojo Bantan say. All of the great artists them say. Peter Todd say. Long time you feel legalize it. What you know up against sense say. Excuse me while me light a split. That's what the great Bob Marley say. Smoke the sense of me through the storm. That's the only thing that will keep us calm. When time get cold, it keeps us warm. So we are gonna blaze it from the top down. We are gonna blaze it up. We are gonna light it up. We are gonna light it up. No matter how the wicked and backbiter, them a fight it up. Give me the chalice, make me pop it up. Give me the weed and make me blaze man, you can't stop it from grow. Because I know you make it grow, and the Almighty make it grow. Tell them say Steve could just say so. And the voice you echo from down in the ghetto. Pen, pound and peso. Cause everywhere that we go, we have to get we high Joe. And with the higher, with the low. And we no care when the wicked them a say. Can't take me weed, can't take me weed from me. Finally Babylon say we can smoke it legally. And it help me mentally to live my life and be free. Can't take my weed, can't take my weed from me. Babylon said we can smoke it legally. All over the world, them a legalize it because they find the benefit of it. Peter touch Chevy, light up your spliff, light up your chalice. Come make we go blaze it in a Buckingham Palace. My policy, excuse me while I light my split. While keep it and I run down wrong with it. Everywhere we go, we have to light it up. Everywhere we go, we have to light it up. And make the matches, make me blaze it up. Put it in a chalice, put it in a cup. Water in a me chalice, just a bubble up. We got knees, them a wobble up. Rastafari, I feel live it up. And everywhere we go, we have to burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. True Man International. You don't know.
You don't know.
Academy of Sense Media. Yeah, man. Long time I liked it up on Babylon and fight it up, you know. True Man, tell them.
Yeah. I'll tell them, bro. I'll tell them, bro. Live and direct. Janik, your host, with the brand new setup. Brand new setup. Yeah. It's time for a refresh. Boom. Live and direct. Yeah, I said why not? You saw it yesterday in my live test. The famous chilling spot. Yeah. So today, what did I? Oh yeah, life is like a flowing stream. Be water, my friends. And life is like a flowing stream. Why do I say that? Because you have it here. You have it here, exactly. A flowing stream. Is it? I don't think the water flowing in there is defined in any way as a defined course. You know what I mean? It finds its course. That's what we should do with our life. Just like water finding our course into the river, like it's flowing, the water, as I can see. It's not someone that tells the water to flow a certain way. So we should not have our life defined. What kills everything, what kills our dream of life, it's really the definitions. The definitions that we put upon ourselves, the definitions that we're given. If we give in to any defined reality, we're trapped into that system. This is the thing we have to overstand. Salut Godefroy, salut Godefroy. Dans mon nouveau décor. Yeah, puis c'est un petit peu plus... ça va être un petit peu plus interactif. Parce que là, au moins, j'ai la caméra devant moi, tout le kit. Mais c'est ça, c'est it's the definitions. It's the definitions that we... I've read another paper from Arthur. If you want to know for sure more about, I think it takes an introspection also. To know more about life is to know more about yourself. You gotta know yourself. You gotta make sure you become unshakable. This is the thing. You want to become unshakable into your journey because there's lots of stuff in this world that can come and shake you at any moment. So stay focused, stay positive. Me, that's the best way I approach life. And I'm like water. I'm like a flowing stream. I go with the flow. Let the love flow. You know, the love should flow here on earth like the water flows. But we're restraining the flow. It's like we're putting dam. That's why we build dam into rivers also. That's what we do. You know, what we have on the external in the world is a reflection of what we have on the inside. So we build fences, we build dam to restrain the flow of love, and that's what we do also with our life. That's why we have wars and all kinds of bullshit happening. Questioning should be should be mainstream, yeah, but it's not. Questioning is not. We don't question things. This is the only thing that keep us in that fantasy, in that shitstem system, Babylon, call it whatever, the overlay is really the non-questioning. because if I take what, for my example, my experience, is simply because I did not question things. It's not because I suddenly was induced by the divine light. Like we all have that divine light inside. It's not because I felt like I've changed to a point where I have suddenly been induced with the divine light. No, I seen the light. I seen the light. I still see it. I want to keep my eyes on the light and not on the distraction. That's all it is. And I've decided to let go of all that nonsense and to do something that was more empowering with my life. Yeah, which is reconnecting with my soul. And this way, Honda Gamer, hi, I show you the best. Look, you popular. Did you want the best friend? You work best on the world. I'm a YouTuber. I'm doing shout out if you want to just stay active. Have a nice day, my best friend. Big up, large up, large up. We should only question ourselves. But we should only question ourselves. I think if you that's a good reflection you have there, Leslie. I like that. Because the question ourselves is to have that set of quality question inside ourselves, exactly, that will really bring us quality answers. If we don't question anything with life and we're being robots programmed into just repeating, being parrots, never going to see the light. The goal here is for us to all see the light, but I think also all the negative things and all the stuff that happened to you in a lifetime is exactly something probably we have to go through in order to see the light. I don't know. To me, you have to go through some darkness in your life. If you want, like if you're always, si t'es tout le temps dans la ouate, si t'as été élevé dans la ouate, fait que je pense que c'est des expériences que tu as dans la vie. It's the experience you have in life that puts you in touch with that set of questions that suddenly will arise inside you. That's what happened to me. I suddenly started to question my existence. First of all, my existence. What the heck do I have to bring here? I have to bring something to life. I didn't just came here to be sitting in front of a TV and eating hot dogs and drinking Coke. That's not life. That's not like that's life in the system. That's destruction. You have the choice here. It's either you keep living in hell, or you recreate paradise, like Jabba says in his song. That's really that. You either live the dream of hell or the dream of life. So at any time, you can make a switch of paradigm. This is the paradigm switch that we all need, is to switch to the dream of life, not keep destroying, because that's what we do. We say we love, but we destroy. We destroy the relationships we have. We destroy everything around us just because we say we love. But do we really love? I think this is how becoming a better person for me is all about. It's about exactly shifting paradigm and becoming more onto the dream of life. And dream of life, there's no fear. There's no there's no definition. There's no definition. I don't want my life to be defined. I want to define it as I go on, just like a flowing stream, define its course. You have it here. That water is not it organizes itself. So we should all organize ourselves and work patiently like nature. Work patiently like nature. Nature works very perfectly and patiently. Doing his thing, accomplishing the sacred mission. You have it there. Right there, live and direct. All the nature, all the beauty, the glory, the water. But that's what we need to reconnect more with nature. Not only on the screen. Now I have it here on the screen because I'm inside my house. But in the summer, I'm always there, live and directly there. And not these are videos that I taken myself from the chilling spot. But yeah. So anyway, life happens outside. Life happens also outside of yourself. You can't be locked in and shy and shrink. This is what we do when if your life happens outside in nature, it happens also outside of yourself. You must let out with the good that you have. The good art should come out. It's not to just taint the heart and always have that little tainted madness art and I'll never let go of the fear. I think it's the fear that limits us very, very much. Once you start letting go of that, your life will be more free. You need, the experience we have here should not be an experience contained in fear. It should be contained in love, and it should be love, 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 and more love. And even love, we have to rise above that, because that's a definition. It's very hard to I know, to detach yourself probably from the programming and the alphabet thoughts and all that stuff that we have into our heads. But anyway, it happens outside definition. I don't think that the reality and that is common sense. It cannot be defined. We can put words on it or numbers or what, but it cannot be defined. So if you define anything for me, who, like what? And me, I think it's a lot to overstand that thing of definition. But that's what most people, that's the hard part to grasp, really, to get the big picture of yourself, and is to let go of your definition, your name, everything. You're reborn. You have to be reborn. You have to kind of die. It's really that. Nature is wonderful. Life also gives us all a lot of nose to. Nature can help me. Oh yeah, for sure. Nature, what it does to me, especially when I go out, hang out in places like this, it brings more focus, more connection, and brings more questionings. But like, it's not because I don't want definition that I go sit in a place like this and there's no question in my head. For sure, I question my environment. I look at the trees. I look at, and there's question, but I don't want to put a certain definition on it and stop questioning it. This is the thing. Probably with definitions, what we do, we become on the illusion of knowing, and we stop questioning objectively for what is. So just like we look at nature, we look at everything in nature, the birds, the trees, the grain of grass, everything in nature is on the sacred mission. There's no way that grain of grass is not going to grow. It doesn't want to grow, so why do we stay on pause? Our sacred mission is really to grow outside of that baby state and do what we got to do our thing. Like, don't worry about other people judging you or having an idea about you, or that's very relevant. The only judgment, if there is one, is from a divine source. It's not from other people here on earth, from my brothers and sisters, because we're all so deeply compromised and fucked up that it's very hard to. We can reason together, we can reason together, but the step to be taken to move out of this Babylon thing is so huge. The step that you have to take is huge. It's huge, but at the same time, you take huge step by taking small step. If you stop walking, you're gonna stop going forward. Same thing. So we gotta keep on going and keep the good positive flow of energy of that streaming of that's what we do. We stream music, we stream everything. So why not be like a stream and really flow with life? That's what I see when I look at the water. I look a lot at nature to make sense of things too, to make and again, making sense. Sense is not words and stuff. Sense is using your intuition also. We must use our intuition and try to detach ourselves the most possible from the definition to really be present with the glory and the beauty and the magnificence of nature. If not, we miss all this. If we're into definitions, you go sit in a place like this, and for you, that's water, that's a rock, that's a certain kind of tree that they tell you. This is this, like everything is the. So take out all the definitions and look at nature, and you're going to see the magnificence, glory, and the paradise in here. Like every time I go to this place, it's like freaking paradise for me. Like, and because I started to recreate, first of all, that paradise inside myself, recreate the paradise inside you, reconnect with your soul, your heart heart of gold, whatever you want to call it. But there's got to be something that needs to be done. And if you don't do it in this lifetime, when am I going to do it? Like, who else but me gonna do what I have to do? Like, this is what we have to realize. We're here to also contribute to having a better world. Like, I can't wrap my head around the idea that I have to sit down in front of a TV anymore. I just cannot wrap my head around this. So I'm not gonna stop and start shrinking because life wants me to shrink. Like, life can bring you down if you let it. But also, life wants you to, if you want to win, if you want to be a winner, if you want to start to fly and everything. Viens-t'en, Kelowna. Viens-t'en, ma belle. Tu veux venir avec moi? Viens-t'en, ben oui. T'es donc bien belle, hein? Viens-t'en, ben oui. Kelowna est avec moi. Attends, on va montrer Kelowna. Kelowna grandit pas mal. Should see her now. Attends, mais on veut te voir, ma belle. Ben oui, on veut te voir, hein? T'es donc bien belle. I have to wait because there's like some kind of delay. So I don't know. Oh yeah, we see her. Ben oui, hein, t'es pas mal belle, hein? Ben oui, mais tu montes pas ta face ben. Hein? Ben oui, une belle fille. Tu manges ma main, hein? T'aimes ça manger ma main, hein? Mais pas trop fort, la belle. Easy. Yeah. So that's Kelowna. So let me put this back. So I think it's a lot about reconnecting and reconnecting with the... Où tu t'en vas, Kelowna? Non, lâche mes gogoons tranquille. Ah ouais. Go on your couch. Hey, psst, go on your couch, madame. Hold on. Kelowna, hein? Hey, no shopping. Madame. Okay. Anyway. She's sniffing around. So it's a lot about reconnecting. I think it's the biggest job, and that's probably the job we have to do in a lifetime is really reconnect with ourselves and let go of fear and be true to ourselves. Be true to yourself. That's very important too. Come and lie on. Okay, you're good there. Lie down there. Lie down, ma belle. Attention, pas tomber en bas du couch. Là. Yeah, reconnecting with ourselves, reconnecting with everything around us, so that we can. Because if I don't reconnect with myself, and I'm not true to myself, which is expressing that fire that I have inside. For me, being true to myself is not stop anything that I put in motion, and express that fire. But it takes motivation. That's why I always. Put the priority on staying motivated and up and in with life, because it's not so hard to make something happen once you're awake and present with life, and you cultivate you nourish and nurture and cultivate a good vibe. Like, if you cultivate something good in a garden, you're gonna reap what you sow. It's clear. These are natural laws. It's the same thing in a garden. C'est que Kelowna? You cultivate a good crop, and you will have a good harvest. Same thing with your dream, same thing with your life, with my life. And I know that, but we know it's not because we don't know so much what has to be done, and we don't know the natural laws and stuff. We just avoid it. I think we avoid ourselves. We avoid in order to do what's easy, but we are in an era that we must stop doing what's easy and do what's necessary for the benefit of us all. This is where my mindset have changed, is more now doing things for the benefit of us all, and that is reasoning and using the power of my mind, the power that I have to reason and to affect. It's a mind game. So what we should do is play a mind game also, in a way that we can affect the universal mind, the collective thinking. But for that, you need to connect to yourself. You need to, and then your thinking becomes an impact in the world. The reality we experience, it's a world of thought. People have thought of building a car, thought of building a house. So it's a world. So if our thoughts become more positive altogether, which is what you create when you start creating that positive revolution within yourself. And I think that's the best way to reconnect permanently, is to stay positive, up and in with life, motivated. Don't drown in negativity and distraction, because that's very negative. Me, that's what I detach myself a lot, is from distraction. That's distraction has consumed my whole life. It has consumed my whole life. That's what it has done. I know it today because I'm out of it. If you're in it, you don't see it. Same like someone who drinks excessively, they don't see that they're alcoholic or they have a problem with alcohol. They just keep consuming it. For them, it's normal. Same for any substance, any habit that you have. If you are an excessive shopper and you love it, you're not gonna. So if you love the fantasy, if you love the fantasy of Babylon, you're probably never gonna see it because you love it. And that's what they have trained and conditioned us to do, is to love the fantasy. So most people are deeply, deeply stuck into the fantasy, not even grasping the big picture. So it's up to us. If you can use the power of your mind to reason, to affect the greater whole, freaking do it. Yeah. Yesterday, I cleaned all my apartments, starting a good strong. That's it. It's not a weekend or like we said yesterday. It's about being strong. It's about getting stronger and stronger each and every day, so that you go out in the world and you face this world with boldness. That's, what is necessary is to go out in the world like I'm doing now, live and direct on YouTube, with boldness, assurance, confidence, self-confidence, all that stuff, to be able to face the world. Like if you're very, very low on energy and low on vibration, and how do you want to go in the world and reach people's heart? Because my goal is not to change your mind. I don't care about that. It's to reach your heart and get you to put things in motion, and get you to attach yourself, to let go of the dream of hell. If I can brainwash you into something, it's that, and then it brings you into a state of no definition. So as soon as we move out the dream of hell, what we all experience and do not see, like, it's not because people see it. It's not because people are conscious. We're unconscious. Because look at all the disaster and the destruction we cause, even in our own relationship, in our own life. Sometimes we cause a lot of destruction continually. So also becoming a better person, working on becoming a better person, is very good for your relationship that you have. Yeah. And that's it. It's to you always do like you said. It's to start strong. It's to start. It's to stay strong, and it's to cultivate. If you nourish. Come, Kelowna. Come. Stay there, ma belle. T'es correct, là. Lie down there. I'll leave you alone. Don't worry. Yeah, so it's if you cultivate your garden, you pay attention, you give attention to it. Anything that you give attention will blow up. Like, hey, don't eat my stick, you. Anything that we give attention to will blow up eventually. But if you don't give attention, if you don't nourish and continually work on your dream, it's gonna die. Anything that you don't reinforce will eventually dissipate. So that's why each and every day I'm here working on my thing. I know there's something to do here, and I'm doing it. So it's an everyday thing. It's not, and sometimes, and it's to find the inspiration. Also, I challenge myself to find the inspiration to talk for an hour. That's a big challenge. Most people would freeze after 10, 15 minutes. It's that I've been working on myself to get to that point, and it's like it's ongoing, and it's like the river. It's ongoing. It's a flowing stream. And if I lose focus on hey, lâche mes bâtons, toi. Yeah, but if you're good enough, your time will come. But you got to be good enough, and your time will come. Like I know my time, but my time has already started to happen. Especially with me, I take a lot of pride in that dub plate session and the connection with the reggae artists and the network that I built. I not false pride and stuff, but like it's something that pushed me to give me a lot of strength. That's what I tell them all the time. Every time we create a new dub plate, and like it's more strength. It's a so, and I like it. I like it because finally I really feel like I am where I belong, not in the dream of fantasy. I'm not in fantasy, even though everything we do is with fantasy because we use the word. And but what am I gonna do? Go live in the wood and like I want to be a part of it. I want to be like a glitch, maybe if I can be a glitch in that matrix. But we have to come out strong for sure. I stayed busy putting down 8 huge bags of wood chips and organic mushroom compost in my garden. I read up about the black to alien garden online. Yeah, first I was annoyed, then I have done it without effort, and after my voice tone got better. Yeah, for sure. Feels great to have a clean, organized home. It's never-ending task, so knowing that makes it just a part. Yeah, and that's very important also to keep like that's what we were talking yesterday. Keep your house clean. Keep your house clean. Clean your car. Clean your house. Clean. Master the little stuff because you ain't gonna go in the world master the big stuff if you can't master the little stuff. And that's what I'm doing here, mastering the little stuff. That's what my focus is on, mastering the little stuff. Coming to talk on YouTube, to me, that's not the huge thing. YouTube is not it for me. It's a process. Like, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Maybe years, maybe decades, maybe, I don't know. But I'm going with the flow. I'm going with the flow like the river. Yeah, yeah. Going with the flow is very important. Let the love flow. Do not restrain. Do not build bridges, not dam. You know, you don't want to restrain the flow. So what do we do if you don't want to restrain the flow of water? You build a bridge. You build a bridge, and the water is going to keep flowing. The love's going to keep flowing. So if we build bridges in between ourselves and not walls and dams and stuff, sometimes it's even bigger than wall. It's a dam in the middle of the river. So the whole course is modified, and but that's a bit what we do inside of ourselves. That's what I have experienced. I was not building bridges. Now today I'm building bridges here to you, to other people. And those bridges are going to build other bridges, and you're going to reach other people, because what I do is what I do. I reach a certain amount of people, but you people are going to reach other people. And we're like, the goal is not to if I can change the life, if I can help someone change their life, one person, is job done. Job done. Like, my job is not to save the world, but I have saved myself. I've let go of all the fears and the nonsense in my head, and now I can come and really talk, not only from my head, but with intuition, with inspiration, so with light and love and stuff. So I'm never gonna stop this, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Clean rooms feel better. It is amongst the first step, for sure. For sure, because if you can do that, if you can clean your car, keep your car clean, keep your house clean, and doing your thing and each and every day, and stay focused. It starts with that. And once you do that, you will become also, yeah, more focused. It's just we focus on dumb stuff, Yeah. My office is a nightmare getting in there this week. To shred, file, get rid of stuff. Babylon sends me. Not my favorite thing. Yeah, I know. The paperwork has never been my my thing too in business. The paperwork has always been something that I procrastinate for. It's not natural. Everything that once you become awake and aware, everything that is not natural or not, you tend to procrastinate with it. I know I'm the same. I tend to procrastinate with stuff like this, that is paperwork of income tax and stuff. Like, I still have to do my income tax. They're still not done. So, because it's not natural. It's not something that, like, it's natural for me to go outside and chill and connect with nature and connect with people. That's natural. I do it without effort. But the rest, I have to do it with effort. I have to put effort in there. So to do that unnatural stuff of Babylon, but it's just sometimes it's necessary to do these things, and I do it in due time. I don't freak out with it. I do it when I do it, and that's it. But no, it's a great. Okay, you should see me too like that. Yeah, yeah. Some paper keep in case. I don't know why. Oh yeah, me too. I keep a lot of paper. We keep so much papers, and we keep so much papers and stuff. Sometimes we don't even know I'm the same. But one day I'll get to it. I had to get used to my new feet. Yeah, Leslie, you're doing great, eh? I'm very, very happy for you. I think also healing is a must for sure. Healing from our trauma, healing from our pains, and by pain, I think pain is something you transform. It transforms you if you let it. If you embrace your pain, it's gonna transform you, and one day it will transform into something else. Your pain will go away, it will transform into something else. That's what happened to you, Leslie. Your pain is transforming, and you're becoming someone else with the pain. And probably you just feel it a lot less because you're transforming, just like me. If you are focusing on something else than pain, you will experience something else. So it's just our focus. Keep your focus pure and clean. Keep your focus pure and clean, and never let your mind go into direction that it shouldn't, because we know at any moment we can redirect our thoughts and have that positively. It's just the thoughts sometimes are destructive. So let go of the distraction is the system. So it's the thought of the system, is the thought that we've been given. It's, that's why I say all the time it's important to think for yourself, because you've been given definition, and those definitions are the system, and all this get trapped into your mind, and that's what you think about all day. So let go of everything, like die in the physical, in the in the spiritual form or something, and you need a rebirth. Yeah, and we can all experience that, and that's the most. You want the fontaine of youth, or something like that. That's what you need. Like you might be young, and you just need refreshment also. But it's a must to refresh at one point, and just keep on focusing on what you have to do, and don't listen to people. Most people do nothing with their life. They're waiting, postponing, and procrastinating. So if stay with people in projects, or stay with yourself, or stay with yourself. Uh, Uncle here makes you keep taxes for years. Ridiculous. My taxes done due every year April 15 to uncle. Uncle should pay for storage until unit for me. I know it's crazy, and they store everything. They keep your income tax for years. The year, I think it's 5 or 10 years that you have to keep your pay. No, it's crazy, especially businesses. But that's Babylon. It's a system that is very well organized, for sure. We're not gonna dissipate that in overnight, but it's possible to become more conscious. I think these people in the government, and they can, but again, it's up to us people to wake up. Also, we have to wake up from the day we're gonna wake up all massively. It's game over. Carrots are cooked. I'm telling you. I did tai chi yesterday. Oh, that's great. Yeah, but balance, that's what we need. That's why all these things, karate, tai chi, and all the yoga and stuff is good in a sense, because it helps you a lot with balance, and that's what we need in our life. Like if you want to stand on one foot, what do you need? You need balance. So balance is very important in our life. I think that's what I've been telling you. If you go too much on the side of the truth, you're going to become a truth fanatic, and you cause division. So if you go too much on the side of the lies, you're gonna live the lie, and then you're completely in fantasy. So it needs balance between both, because I still have to reach out to very program and confuse people. So if I don't balance myself in between the dream of hell and the dream of life, I'm not going to be able to reach the heart of those people that need more light in their life. And I came here for that, to be a light giver, to be a strength giver, to be a, and I know it. I knew it young, but now I really live my truth. It's just I live my truth. I know I came here for something else and define program reality, watching TV and absorbing everything that's in that box. Life happens outside the box. Anyway, when you know your mission, when you know what you have to do, what's clear, what you have to do here, you will just do it, and you will not care what people think of you. That's what I'm doing. So I'm doing my thing each and every day, trying to stay very, very vibrant. Trying, because it's a world that, but the trying is not so hard to stay vibrant, to stay present, if you minimize your consumption. Like if you don't have debts and stuff like that, because debt is debt, you're gonna worry. If you don't put yourself into monetary difficulties, you will stay present with life. Like eliminate the stuff that you don't need. You don't need to be a needy person. Today, I don't need anything. I need to eat, to have a roof, to have internet, because I want to talk to you. But I don't need too much. I need to put gas in my car. But I don't need a new car. I don't need this, that to be happy. I want to find happiness in connection. I find happiness in connection, and connection again is a state of mind that I have acquired. That happiness that you acquire and that you never let go. That joy in the moment. That joy in the moment that's gonna help you also to carry on. If you're not joyful, if you're not happening with life and positive, it's very hard to carry on the journey. History is not a science anyway. Science often do theories. So seeking the truth, where we will find it. Probably inside, exactly. That's why. That's why, man. You're Godefroy, toi, t'es vraiment ça la coche, man. T'es vraiment ça la coche, toi. Toi, là, je sens vraiment une grosse énergie de toi, man. T'es vraiment ça la coche, là. Mais on est tous ça la coche. On est tous ça la coche, là. Pas juste Godefroy, mais Godefroy, il est ça la coche. Mais c'est ça, c'est vraiment à l'intérieur. C'est pour ça, ça devient bizarre. À un moment donné, les gens te disent ça, que tu vas trouver la vérité à l'intérieur. Tout, moi, c'est ça que j'ai vu partout. Que ça sonnait bizarre. It was bizarre at first to feel like the truth was inside. I always, because we're so programmed to look outside of ourselves, to travel in the world and out in the world and not within ourselves, that we don't think, like most people do not travel within themselves, which is where you will find the ultimate truth. And you have to live it. Like, again, the ultimate truth is you living what you have to do here. It's not listening to, forgetting definitions, everything that people told you were or you could be, or eliminate all that and go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board and rewrite the script of your life. It's like you have a script to write with your life, and if you don't write it, someone else will write it for you. That's for sure. And if you're not in touch with your truth, someone will make you live a lie. For sure, you're gonna live a lie. So the reason why it's a must to get in touch with the truth within you, it's because you don't want to live the lie anymore. You don't want to be attached. You want to be a free mind. You want to roam this place like a bird, like a free mind, and really express who you are without without concerns of what people think of you, of being accepted, or this. You're on a divine mission, and you know it, and you just do it. That's what I'm doing here. That's why I became really, really unshakable in that process. I have to fix this better. It's kind of falling. I know I'm on a divine mission, and I know that the work has to be done. But and it's not someone with a negative state of mind, because if you know who you are, if you have traveled the inside, all I'm saying here is common sense. It's normal for you. It's common sense. It's just, I'm not bringing nothing new in your life, new information. I'm not bringing new information. You know all this. But it's good to remind ourselves each and every day. I remind myself each and every day so I don't default, because each and every day is a new day for me. It's something brand new, something new, a new opportunity, a brand new, fresh mind. That's why I go to sleep at night to renew this. You know, when and you can experience it yourself. If you have bad thoughts, at night, like sometime you can have a down, or you have a very, very miserable day. Let's say a character building day. Something happened to build your character during the day. Sometime at night you're gonna be exhausted with your thoughts, and you just go to bed and you wake up the next day, you're fresh. You don't have the same thinking. So that's why each and every day is brand new. Each and every day should be something that we embrace and do the maximum we can to get in touch with it, to do your thing. That's how I see it. Yep, I know what you mean about the shampoo. It happens when I don't trust myself. Yeah. I was reaching for shampoo, Leslie, and told myself, don't do this. I did it anyway, thinking I could. Yeah. Great. Ian is wonderful. All stretching is food for us. Yeah, it's good to relax the mind. Exactly. It's good to relax the mind. But when I also, what is good, it's not only, it's good to relax the mind, but not relax the mind with noise. But most people, when they relax with noise. They either go to, they get very distracted. That's what I find. That's what I have experienced myself. I thought relaxing my mind, but relaxing your mind is inside. For me, relaxing my mind is outside in nature, with just the noise of nature. I love the music of nature. I love reggae music, but my favorite music is nature. There's nothing like it. Like I don't go in nature with my headphones with noise music in my head. I go sometimes, but most of the time, like it's not something you can see me in some videos. I have my headphones, but it's not something I have permanently. Usually, I go there and without music, without anything, it's the best. I have experienced that going with my headphone is detaching me from the. I have to hear to that the senses has to be used. So you have to hear nature. So I went through that reflection, and I said, much better here without anything, like just coming with my bags, my chair, and my stuff, my lunch, and be outside in the sun. And we've been having a rough winter, like 6 months of cold winter. So when the sun show up, we will be there for sure. Yeah. Truman Production. Let's see what we have here.
And yes, the time is now. We got to rise and shine, people. Cause now, this is a Bobby Wrong. I try to take this thing too far. So we have to big up all of the man them call the Truths and Rights show live and direct on YouTube. So them uplifting the people them with truths and right and progress, and teaching the youth them positiveness. So kick it off, Yannick. I don't know it's their righteousness. Again. Yeah, man, it's I again, cause I'm Davis, and I say youths and youths don't to give up in this time, As a matter of fact, no time. Cause we say the motivation morning show, the True Man show live and direct, on YouTube. Check it out, Yannick. God of His mercy, I'm telling you so to give up in this time. Yeah, God does it, can't give up. I know it's true. You got to hold your head, Lord. Hey, you, now give up on no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a slide. You got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Shut up, now give in at no time. You worry sister about me, said them keep on trying. Most time, could I never deny. Well, mama say, cause you got to work hard with a clean hands and pure heart to get a reward. Now follow no one, don't to be no fraud. Put your trust in the most like Jaja. I know my foundations of the roof, so I have to always be the truth. No funny ground, them can't come for loose. Not giving her no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a sign. Got to stand firm in this a judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Daughter, not giving her no time. The worries is about me, said them keep on trying. Outside, could I never deny it. I said them I run the place, but them made us slow. Them on the top, but them in the bottom on the peak. I'm sneaking on the glass and me catch snap a weeper. This is get a use, make me griever. Papa say cause a man know you can read. Organize and centralize the people no counterfeit. Daddy move to Africa, that Asian please. Home sweet home make me please. I know my foundations are blue, so I have to speak the truth. Don't fall down and can't come pollute. I man got to stand never lose. Salute, not giving no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a sign. I've got to confirm in this a judgment time, I bet you lose your mind. Not giving no time. Bill worries is about me, say them keep on trying. Most time, don't you ever deny it. No more. Fire burn them guinea gaga, son of the morning. They use them wise enough, king I could just them chanting. I tell you there is no need to bargain. Hey, youths, not giving no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a side. You got to stand firm in this a judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Daughter, not giving no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a slime. Most time, don't you ever deny it. Oh, yes, I'm representing for Yannick. It's the motivational show. I tell you, yeah, man. Righteousness we come for deal with. Yeah. Hey, you, not giving no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a slide. You got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Daughter, not giving no time. You worries is about me, say then keep on trying. Outside, could I never deny it. Hey, time to give it up. Keep on working smart. I tell you, Yanni, cause I'm representing. I know, say, a positive and every time, you not giving no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a sign. Got to stand firm in this judgment time, I bet you lose your mind. Not giving no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a sign. No time, don't you deny. I tell righteousness over evil.
For sure, you don't want to lose your mind. But that's the whole, when I tell you it's destruction, that's what it is. It's destruction of your ability to respond. Yeah, simple. Your ability to respond is being very, very dim, very low ability to respond. So you're like a baby playing with toys and all kinds of nonsense, and that's what we experience all our life. You said, I wonder how many decades people stay asleep and all that. Some people will never wake up, never see the light, never wake up to life for what it is, and they will be... some people will stay asleep all their life. And I'm not really concerned today about that, about waking up. Others, it's like something you have to... The truth, you have to seek it within. So you need a deep introspection. You need something so deep that it's not a speech or something that I will say to someone that will make them wake up. You have to want to wake up and to wake yourself up and do something with your life. So even if whatever I say to someone, I might just be a shining hope, a shining light, but I'm not the wake up call. The wake up call has to happen within yourself. You have to wake up yourself to your greatness, to your magnificence and all that, to the dream of life, to realize all the. But it's not very hard to realize all this. It's just a matter of letting go of definitions, but you have to understand what has been the definition, what has been defined for you in your life, and you have to question it. Question a bit what has been defined and what your experience is. But some people do not question the experience of life at all. At all. Life is just another day, another dollar until they retired, and then they look at their life and probably live in regret to have done nothing else but work all their life, and they might not even see it. There's some, like I say, some people go through this life like leaf in the wind, like leaf in the wind, and never leaves a legacy behind. And like, yeah, your legacy is might be your children. Yeah, my legacy is my children. Like I have a tree, it's a legacy. That's one great legacy for the love of life, like to have made the children. But I mean, I must do something for the greater whole also, and I know it. Sorry, just choke with my tea. Seems only tragedies wake people up. Some not even then, exactly. They live in the blame. That's it. You know, you can have it. That's why I'm saying, me, it's a tragedy. Me, a tragedy came to wake me up, but it came to wake you up because what I've done is not like I had that tragedy happening to me. I broke my leg. I went into a big trauma, and suddenly I had time to think because I was off from work. I had time to think, and I said, okay, what am I using my time for? What am I going to use my time to sit myself in front of a TV and watch TV shows day after day and movies and nonsense, or I'm going to use my time to do something that will empower me to embrace that pain and to not fall into negativity. So I said, okay, I'm going to try to seek the truth, seek the like at the that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the truth more outside of myself at the beginning than inside myself. I made that shift of paradigm not too long after meeting Arthur and doing the hangout with him. I really took a great. Arthur was really a great light for me in my life. A great guide. And you need guide. You need, like, if you go in an excursion and you don't know the place, you're gonna take a guide, a tour guide. So you need guide in life. You need those people that gonna come and guide you on the light track or on the stuff that you need to. And it's good to reach out to those people. It's important. We need each other for survival. And yes, I give thanks a lot for Arthur and Fiona. Fantastic people that have made me seen a lot better the bigger picture. A lot better. I grasp the bigger picture a lot. And not only because of what we've said, it's the vibration in between. It's the like there was something strong there, and I'm sure it helped many people too. I think the simpler, the better for me. Seems only, and tragedies. That's it. Some people will never wake up, even with some people prefer to die than change their habit. So, do you think a tragedy will come and wake them up? They prefer to die than change it. They go to the doctor. They say they have a cholesterol or any. They will still eat bacon, and they don't see it. Some people do not see that even eating bacon is bad for them. And I see stuff on the. It's terrible. You have to see those things. You have to see that your habit has to change. But if you're not willing to change your habit, nothing will ever change for you in your life. It's the change of habit. It's the change of perspective. It's the change of vision. Change of let go of that egotistic state. And it's very much that. I gotta sit down a bit. Ego lead me. For more than a decade at work, I was often thinking I am too good for this place. I should have wondered why I landed there then. Yeah, but that's it. But but we don't. That's the thing. Me too. When I was at my work, like I was always. That's good what you're saying there, because the same thing happened to me once I got to my job of plastic operator. At one point, that's what I was saying to I'm too good to be here. Why am I here? But you stay there. You stay there because you have not reached that empowerment, that power within you. And that's why I'm able today to come out and talk about stuff like that, because I have reached within me to access the power of connection and I know it's same thing for me. Now, I always wondered why I stayed there, why I stayed in the, but we love the fantasy, we love the servitude, man. We love the servitude, and we love the system, and we love the fantasy. So if you're unaware, you might stay in trance all your life. It's like being in trance. The same thing as being in trance. I felt in trance. I felt like I always felt like I was due to do big things in life. Like today, I really feel it. Today, because I take action also. It's gonna come with a certain set of action, but once you start taking action, your life will change for sure. It's just we need more action. We need to be more ourselves and less a copycat of other people. And like the moment you recenter, then you find back yourself for who you are, see yourself for who you are. That's where you will truly be free. That's where you will truly be free, is when you see yourself for who you are, not what society tells you should be, or the ego, or all this. Ego lead me for more than a decade at work. I was often thinking for sure. Sometimes we are in the wrong place for our souls, Jeffrey. Godfrey. Sorry. I always say Jeffrey, Godfrey. And this, hold on. And this tells us to leap where we are meant to be. Exactly. It's but I don't like you said. I don't freak out on the experience that I had there. It was meant for me to for sure find myself. Everything is meant to happen, and I think we're meant to wake up when we wake up. And if some people are and wake up again, it's deep. Can see very deep by certain people, because they have not woke up. But anybody that's awake and hear me talk here, it's common sense. Like I'm not, but I would go out and on just bring me on TV and on mainstream. Bring me on TV on mainstream, and I'm not so sure that they will catch the drift and stuff. So it's very much. You need your brain cells. Your not only your brain cells, but your whole brain need to be activated. If your conscience is not activated, and again, conscience is the organ that thinks. It's the brain, and if you don't think for yourself, if you don't, I don't know. To me, there's something much stronger than just the program of Babylon. The program of Babylon is destruction. So if we give in to the program and give in to the madness, that's what we'll experience all our life. It's much better to focus on greatness. Yeah. The leaps of faith. Yeah. Pull my finger on the ego. That's it. That's just it. That's just it. We all got to recognize our ego and recognize that it's that's what guides you pretty much all your life. E-go. Emotion-go. Like all the stuff also that we attach ourselves, the news, the fake news, and all this. It's your life. It's your life, because for most people, are like my life here is very, very different. My perspective on life, and when I walk through the earth, is very different than, I'm sure, the guy just in front that's permanently on TV. Like that's the life they experience, the fear that they pick up. So that's their thinking, and that's the energy they generate, and that's what we see outside in the world. So it's very important to have media. The media was very, very important to bring into this world, to brainwash people. For sure, it's the media. So become the media. Don't hate the media, but become the media. That's what I decided to do. I said, okay, I'm not going to start hating the media for what they do, but I'll become the media. Yeah. No biggie, just learn and move on to what touches us. That's it. So beautiful people, I'm out, and I'll be back tomorrow again for another great motivation session. Always inspiration, motivation. It's all about staying up and in with life. Live your big story. Live your dreams. Dream of life or dream of hell. Go bigger or go home. We made it simple. Ha! And Yeah, I'm very inspired by that new background. It's great. It's more interactive for you. At least you have something to look at during the time I talk, and yeah, I like it. Busy day for me. Two meetings in Babylon. Big up, bliss, bliss, large up, bliss, bliss, large up, and have a great day and a fantastic day, uplifting day, and we'll reason tomorrow again. Yeah, yeah, we'll reason tomorrow again. We have the ability to reason. So, why not do it? Why not do it? Why not do this instead of passing our time on nonsense and distraction? Why not reason with life? Me, I prefer that. I prefer come here with you, spend time like this and prepare that state of mind to be here also because it's a state of mind to be here more than doing something. So I gotta stay in that state of mind, and if I can stay with this state of mind, I'm able to be here again tomorrow, the day after, and we will reason, and one day we will certainly, because it's gotta come from within. We gotta work together and work to make like what you do. Come out in the chat like this. I love it because I read all your comments, and it's astonishing the reasoning we're having. Me, I love that session. I love that session because I get to see your comments because you have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn from you also. So that's why I like to see you come out in the chat and put your comment, and then I read it, and it's very, very good because we reason together, and I have a lot to learn from you. You have a lot to show me. Me, I don't know nothing. Me, I'm brand new, fresh, and I want to learn. So that's also the connection we're establishing here is for me to learn from I spark something within you, then you come with a comment, and then we go on something else. So it's a reasoning together, and it's very, very good for the staying connected to ourselves, staying focused. Like I have nothing to sell here. There's no ads on the video. It's all just for the benefit of us all, and I think we're doing the right thing. I feel like it's the right thing to do in my heart, so that's why I keep doing it. If I would feel like it's wrong in my heart or it's not something, I would not do it. My heart will not lead me into something that's wrong. I don't think so. My head, yeah, my mind probably, but my heart, no. So I keep following my heart, follow my path, follow the trail, more a trail, and one day a path will appear. But it's pretty much there, the path. But also, we'll find time to plan some more marigolds later today. Thanks, everyone. Boom! Live and direct. Big up, a large up, Leslie, Godefroy, Bliss Bliss, all of you. I think you were here. Leslie, yeah, Leslie is feeling amazing. Feeling amazing. There's a song I really like. It's called I Feel Amazing by Richie Campbell. Check this out, Leslie, on YouTube. I Feel Amazing by Richie Campbell. You're gonna like this song. I play it often because often that's how I feel. I feel amazing. I feel amazing every day when I get a chance to open my eyes and be here one more day. I feel amazing. This is the experience. There will be, I don't know if I'm gonna become a star after or something, but this is unknown, and I don't know. I prefer just stay very much in the now, and we will be back there soon. So until the next time I see you tomorrow, boom, go bigger or go home. Like I said, I will not. I will not change my approach. No, no, no. Go bigger or go home. Yeah, I'm out. See ya.